Hey guys, it's Shah here, the Tech Borg, and today's video we're going to be doing a challenge video. And I know it's been quite a long time since I've made a video, but it's great that the holidays have started, but I have to do a lot of revision for A-levels, and I've got a lot of homework as well. So for those of you that have A-levels this year, you'll understand, or even GCSEs for that matter. But today's video we're going to be doing computing a value of Euler's number, which is, for those of you that do further maths, you'll know what this means. For those that don't, I'd recommend you go search it online on YouTube first, or Google just the summation of Euler's formula. So it's 1 plus 1 over 1 factorial all the way up to 1 over n factorial. So as you can see, it's pretty straightforward. What we're really doing, we're just changing this bottom number over here, which is what we're probably going to do in this program. So let's do it. So first of all, like anything, we first need to import math, because we'll be using a math module. For the actual factorial. Then we have to create our variables. So let's do call it n equals integer, and then we're just gonna have to let that n equal this n over here, as you can see next to the factorial n. Let's just call it accuracy value, because if you choose a higher value of n, your answer for the value of Euler's number would be more accurate. But if you chose a smaller value like 2, let's say, it wouldn't be as accurate as if you pick like 3 or 4. I'll show you that once I make the program. So let's do it. And then we have to do summation. So summation equals 1, because remember we're starting off with 1, and then yep. So now let's do a for loop. So now the for loop, again, you have to introduce this random thing, variable called x for x. So x we represent in this case as like the loops that we're going to be going through. So for x in, and then you have to do, so for x in range, okay, stop typing for some reason, x in range, and then you go type in brackets over here. We're going to use 1 and n plus 1. And why we have done this is because, well, we have to go up to n plus 1, and in Python, as you know, you start off with 0, and in this case it acts like basically the n plus 1 isn't accounted for, it's just n. It doesn't consider the n plus 1, it goes 1 behind it, if that makes sense. For example, if I had 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, then in let's say in a list, and I said for x in range, and then I picked 0 to 4, then it would only consider 0, 1, 2, 3, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's really it. So now I'm going to go ahead and start the loop. So summation equals summation plus, and over here, as you can clearly tell, we're just changing this denominator. So we're just going to add on 1 over math.factorial, which is a way to calculate factorial. And then you just put in x in there, because remember, let's say the value of x we started off was with 1, then this would be 1 over 1, because 1 factorial is 1, obviously. Summation plus 1 would be 1 plus 1, which is 2. So then summation would be 2, and then this formula would carry so forth, giving us a more accurate answer. And now, if we just print it out, it's a pretty straightforward program, but thinking of a for loop like this, that's slightly more skilled, I guess you can say so. So if I save this and run this now, it should work. Okay, there's an error. Like always, we love errors. No, in this case, it's not a big one. We just forgot a colon. So if we save that and run that, okay. Right, okay. I completely forgot the input. Getting slightly. There we go. Okay, let's not forget our brackets. Okay, I think there's one too many brackets. Let me just get rid of one pair. Okay, now if we run this, okay, let's say we want to use the value of n up to 1 now. So as you can see, it's 2.0. On your calculator, if you do use the button E, or if you have one, or just check it online, you know that 2.0 is not a very good estimate. Let's go up to 5, then we can have an even more accurate value of what it is. And then let's say we use something like 50, although this might take slightly longer. No, okay, it didn't take that long. So we've got an even more accurate value. And now, if we used an even bigger number, let's say we went for 500, well, okay, that was relatively quick. It just depends on your system. More processing power means it can process through all these for loops much more quicker. Because remember, what the system does to run these for loops is loop it like a certain n times. Because remember, 1 to n plus 1 is actually just n times. So it's going to be looping x the summation n times, which makes it, I guess, slightly inefficient in a way, because it has to loop a lot. But again, you can't expect like a lot from the system. So I put 10,000. As you can see, it's taking its time to calculate it, meaning it should be done in about 5 or 6 seconds. I'll just pause the video and then start when it comes on. Okay guys, it's been taking awfully long, so I'm probably not going to bother still waiting around. I'll wait for a good 2 minutes now and it still hasn't loaded up, so that just tells, oh wow, okay, that was wow. But as you can see, this will probably be very, very accurate, up to a certain number of decimal places. This does, I don't know, about 12 or 13, I haven't counted, probably 15, but that's really it. And so now I'm going to go over the program and tell you exactly what we did, so you don't, let's say you want to recreate the program, you know exactly the logical thinking you need to go through in order to make this. So now, okay, so in this program we are asked to compute the value of Euler's number, right? And the user should be allowed to input n. So first of all, what should strike you is that n is your integer input, because it represents how accurate your value of e would be. So in this case, I've just called it an accuracy value input. Then, as normal, you should know, in order to use the factorial function, you must import the math module, which we've done. And we've created the variable n. Now, summation equals 1. We need to start off our list initially with 1. Okay, so now we need to do for x in range. So we need x to loop through a certain number of n values. In order to do this, we must start it with 1 and end it with n plus 1. Because remember, it doesn't actually go up to n plus 1, it goes up to n. Because if you think about it, if you do n plus 1 minus 1, it'll have n loops, if that makes sense to you. And then summation equals summation plus, this is our standard adding on to our original value of our variable, which is 1 over math.factorial x. Math.factorial just calculates the factorial up to the certain value of x. Let's say we put x as 5, it would calculate 5 factorial, which is 120 as I recall. And that's really it, guys, and we just outputted our value of our summation. Sorry for my voice, guys. I just had a cold, so my voice slightly settled. So yeah, again, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and it's been a long time. I'll upload a couple over the next week, or at least I'll try my best, and I do hope to see you guys again. Again, I hope you enjoyed, and thank you guys, and like, comment, subscribe.